The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick. Kenneth Walker knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see. I
think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on third down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Gets past 1 man. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kenneth Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Give to Cook out of the gun. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Another catch for him there in this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact, well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give to Walker on the read option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They're going to try and throw.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one caught by Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's...
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. We're throwing to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
First down, Murray. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 5.
To throw, it's Murray. And Walker has it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point safely through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Trying the left side with Walker.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now Evans in motion left.
And going right back to Walker.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
In motion right is Jones.
Running left is Walker.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run right on the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option.
And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And now we're going to get a timeout. somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of